Tell me, everyone, tell me. What's the meaning of motion? Changing of an object from its rest, continuous action. Okay, everyone, think about it. Right? Think about it. Very basic. I'm asking you very basic question. Guys, please sit straight. Please attend the classes while sitting straight. Okay. Object changes its place over time. Yes. Okay. Okay, Amrit. Anyone? Anyone else wants to tell me what is the motion? What is the basic definition of motion? Tell me. Okay. Am I in motion or am I in rest? My next question. Am I in motion or am I in rest?
Sir, motion.
Motion.
Motion. So I am in motion or I am in rest? That is a very basic question. ठीक है, बहुत सिंपल सवाल मैं पूछ रहा हूँ. मैं motion में हूँ कि मैं rest में हूँ? Okay, Amrit is saying both. Many are saying rest. Only 23 students have joined. Sorry, not 23, 20 students have joined. Okay. Yes, Amrit. So before understanding the concept, right? Before understanding the concept of rest and motion, right? There are some few prerequisite things that we should know, right? है ना? So एक चीज देखते हैं. हम लोग पहले देखते हैं. How many of you actually know that physics and maths are highly interrelated? Just raise your hand. Tell me that physics and maths are actually interrelated. So everyone know this, right? Everyone know this. And we will use maths a lot in physics when we talk about class 9. So class 9 is basically the year, right? Or the standard or the class in which we will be using both maths and physics, right? In physics. Now, so before starting this chapter, I want to ask you that do you know these topics, right? I hope that all of you know these topics in physics, right? In maths, basically, sorry, linear equations. Everyone know linear equations? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
को पता है linear equation, right? आता है, ठीक है, very good.
Yes, sir.
Second thing is coordinate. Coordinate geometry. So coordinate geometry, I'll tell you what is coordinate geometry. ठीक है? और तीसरा is basics of graphs. Basics of graph. ठीक है? So these are the three topics that we should know before starting this chapter. ठीक है? Now, first we will start with, I hope linear equation सबको आता है ना? Linear equation, everyone know linear equation. What is linear equation? How to solve linear equation, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
about
Sir.
coordinate geometry. Okay. Now, what's the meaning of coordinate geometry? Coordinate geometry means, tell me, it is basically a branch of geometry which helps us to locate the position of any object, है ना? Right? For example, how many of you have seen maps? सबने map देखा होगा, कभी ना कभी तो maps देखा होगा, right? So we locate a point.
Yes, sir.
यहाँ पे shopping complex है, यहाँ पे मेरा school है. So we locate the position, right? So in the same way, in coordinate geometry, we use something called coordinate axis, which is basically your x, y, z axis. So here I'm just using x and y axis. ठीक है? Right? X and y axis. Right? So this is your x, y axis. So ये हो गया मेरा x axis और ये हो गया मेरा y axis. ठीक है? Now these two axes, right, are just the representation. Okay. Now when you talk about this x and this y, right? So this is your origin. I hope all of you know this. This is the origin. Now suppose a person is standing over here, right? If a person is standing over here and he starts walking in this direction and he moves to this point, right? These are things that we have already studied. I'm just revising this again and again, right? So suppose he moved distance of or 5 steps, right? He moved from point O to point A. Okay. So what happened? Tell me. His position is same or his position changed? Tell me. His position is same or his
Changed,
position
sir.
changed,
The
right?
same position,
Yes.
sir.
Very good. Now, if he is going from A to suppose point B here, right? And he's having like 4 steps, right? So again, position is changed. Yes or no?
Yes,
Right?
sir.
Very good. So since this point A, the coordinate of point A will be set as 5, 0, right? So this is x. X is first coordinate and the 0 is second because in y-axis he didn't move, right? Now, in this, he moved in upward direction, which is in y direction, right? This is direction. X and y represents direction, right? So for point B, x is 5 only, but y is 4. So for B, it is 5, 4. And here it is 0, 0. Clear है? यहाँ तक सबको समझ में आया? Everyone got till this point? Yes or no? Raise your hand.
Yes,
Everyone?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Very good. What has happened here? Tell me. What has happened from point O to point A to point B? The position is changing. Point O to point A to point B position is changing. Got it? Right? है ना? So I can say,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
there's a position, then that is called as motion. So what is motion? Right? Now we can say, sir, motion is nothing but it's a change of position, right? Change of position of any object from one point to another point, right? Yes or no? Agree? सबको
Yes,
सोचना
sir.
है, याद नहीं रखना है, सोचना है, right? So I can say, okay, it is nothing but change in position. I'll just write it like this. This change in position. Change in position. But is this my 100% correct definition or there's something that I'm missing? Tell me. कुछ miss कर रहा हूँ क्या?
Sir, something is missing.
Something is
Sir,
missing.
something
What
is
is
missing.
no? What is missing? What can make this definition 100% correct?
Motion is a
बताओ,
change
सोचो.
in position from a person or from the person's point of view.
So basically, we talk about reference point. Yes or no? Reference point, right? Or we call it as frame of reference. Frame of reference. Yes or no? Right? And second thing is what? Time. है ना? Time. Clear है? Right? Yes. So I can say change in position, right? With respect to WRT, with respect to time and frame of reference and this frame of reference. Clear हो गया सबको? सबको समझ में आया? Right? Think about it. Clear? So that is the
Yes, sir.
correct definition of motion. Now, I'm just, yeah. So I suppose we already know this, right? Since class 6, we already know this. But the two important things that we have to remember here, or you have to think about, is frame of reference and reference point. Okay? So ये सबको समझ में आ गया? Now, in class 7th, we study different type of motion. है ना? Hi Anna, tell me. Can anyone tell me what is the different type of motion? Think about it. हम लोग थोड़ा सा अच्छा से पढ़ेंगे, थोड़ा सा
Sir,
advanced.
periodic motion.
ठीक है. So next is in this only we will talk about relative motion. Relative motion first. ठीक है. Right? So I can say that if anyone is moving, it is with respect to something. For example, if I'm sitting on a train, right? And if train is moving, so am I moving or am I in rest? Tell me, am I moving or am I in rest? So you can say, sir, you can be moving or in rest depending on which person is observing you, right? So I'm in rest with respect to someone who's sitting in front of me, right? But if I'm talking about someone who is sitting on the platform, then I'm in motion. Clear है? ये सबको समझ में आ रहा है ना? So motion is always relative. Motion is always relative. It is with respect to something. ठीक है? right? For example, if someone is sitting on moon and observing me, right, and observing any one of you, so we all are in rest, right, as compared to each other, right? But if you talk about someone who's observing from moon, then we are moving, right? We are both rotating and revolving around the sun. Clear hai? Yes or no? Right? So I guess this idea is
Yes,
clear.
sir.
Okay. Now, because the same chapter, same concept, we will be studying in higher grades also. And even though the concept is very easy, very simple, okay, the application might be difficult because this word relative motion is very important. Remember this. ठीक है? हम लोग foundation में इसको extensively पढ़ेंगे. Right? Now, types of motion. Types of motion. कौन बताएगा? I'll ask someone, right? Who will say what are the types of motion? Inchara, Raghavi? ठीक है? Whenever we talk about types of motion, ठीक है? So we generally talk about linear motion, जो हम लोगों ने पढ़ा है standard 7th में. Linear motion, right? है ना? Linear, yes. Then okay. Then now linear के बाद yes, periodic, right? But before that, I'll talk about curvilinear motion. Okay. So what's the meaning of curvilinear motion? So curvilinear motion is basically a motion which is not linear. ठीक है? Right? Clear है? For example, if I'm going like this, right? So it is not a circular motion, na, but it is not also a straight line. So it is a curvilinear motion. ठीक है? So in curvilinear motion, we will be having different type of motion, which is circular, then there's a type of motion, or it is depending on the path, how the path is taken, right? So we have parabolic, right, elliptical, or whatever you want to take. Okay. So these are just the shapes. These are the shapes of the path taken. ठीक है? सबको समझ में आ रहा है? सबको यहाँ तक समझ में आया? Right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next is periodic motion. So periodic motion, we know it is a type of motion which repeats itself over a certain period of time. For example, Earth's rotation, it is a periodic motion. Tell me, Earth's rotation is a periodic motion? Yes?
Yes,
Right?
sir.
It's also
Sir.
Yes, sir.
or motion of pendulum. Example, motion of pendulum or clock, right? Yes. Now, in periodic motion, there are different type of motion. Shivansh, in periodic motion, there will be different type of motion, right? Okay. Now, oscillatory motion will be under periodic motion. Okay. Right? That's a misconception, Amrit. Oscillatory motion will come under the periodic motion because think about it, na? Circular motion can be a periodic motion, yes or no? Raise your hand. Circular motion can also be a periodic motion. For example, the rotation of or revolution of Earth, right? Obviously, it is not on circular path, but yeah, we can imagine, right? है ना? But it is not oscillatory. Okay, so we will discuss about oscillatory motion and circular motion in detail, but not now. ठीक है? तो ये हम लोग को बेसिक आइडिया हो गया मोशन क्या होता है, मोशन कैसा होता है, ठीक है? Okay, so this is something that we have already studied in class 7. Okay, now अगर हम बात करते हैं physics की, we are talking about physics. So before starting the actual topic, right? I want to know you, how many of you know about fundamental, when you talk about physics, right? We talk about natural phenomena. Yes or no? हम लोगों ने पढ़ा है ना, physics is about study of natural phenomena. Yes or no? ठीक है, right?
Yes, sir.
In this chapter, we are talking about the natural phenomena, which is motion, movement, right? Changing position. So whenever we talk about changing position, it is basically, okay, sir, when we talk about changing position, it is like if object is moving or changing its position, what is happening, right? It is covering some distance, right? It is following a path, right? So there's a term that we have studied and we already know what is this distance, right? A term called distance. Now tell me, what is the meaning of this term distance? Everyone, tell me. ये क्या होता क्या? मतलब क्या है? Distance का मतलब क्या है? बताओ. Anyone? Length, okay? No, I'm talking about basic definition. Space between 2 points, okay? Space between 2 objects, okay? So we have 2 Varsha Pati, Varsha BG, Tejas, Amruta, Sushant. Path which was traveled. Yes, very good, very good. So basic definition, right, of distance is length of the path, length of the path, right? Length of the path traveled. ठीक है, समझ में आ रहा है? That is a very basic definition of, yes, very basic definition of distance, right? Or the measurement of length between 2 points, okay, right? But that this is the basic definition. It is just the length of the path which is traveled or between 2 points. Clear है? Right? बहुत easy. ये तो बहुत easy. ये तो हमें आता है, already आता है. Now it can be represented by anything. It can be represented by anything, but it is a length, right? This is a length. Yes or no? Length. And length is one of the fundamental physical quantity, right? Length is one of the fundamental physical quantity. So whenever we talk about length, what is the unit of length, guys? What is the unit of length?
Meter.
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 So when we talk about unit, the SI unit is meter, right? So this is the SI unit, standard unit. What about CGS unit? CGS unit is
Centimeter.
Centimeter.
very good. So this is also called as MKS unit, right? And there is third is FPS unit. So in FPS unit, what is the unit of length? Tell me.
Foot.
Foot. Yes, exactly.
Foot.
Foot. Yes. So there are 3 unit systems: MKS, which is your SI, CGS, and FPS, right? Foot, pound, second, meter, then tell me kilogram, second, right? Centimeter, gram, second. Okay. So we have 3 units. Okay. Now there's something called dimension. There's something called dimension, right, in physics. So basically in physics dimension is the representation, है ना? अब जैसे length है, length को हम कैसे represent कर सकते हैं? Tell me, length को हम कैसे represent कर सकते हैं? If I have to represent length, for example, whenever we talk about name, right, we use a initial, right? We use some initial, है ना? Right? For example, Vishnudev. So I'll just write V-Dev, right? So initial we will use for simplicity, है ना? In the same way, whenever you talk about length, right, I have to write in a short form, right? What we can use? We can use just L, yes or no? So this L, right, this L is your dimension. Dimension is just the symbol or representation of any physical quantity, and it should be capital L. Okay? It should be capital L, right? So what's the unit of length? Meter, right? In SI unit, it is meter. What is the dimension of length? Always L, capital L. Clear hai ye cheez? Anyone have any issue in this? Anyone have any issue in this? I'm just covering very basic topics.
Sir, dimension.
So it might be very easy. Okay. Dimension is just the representation. It is a symbolic representation. Symbolic representation. Okay. Of any physical quantity.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Quantity. Okay. Now, so this is about distance, right? So एक चीज बताओ. Suppose I'm at this point A, okay, and this is point B, right? And I have to travel from A to B. So in one case, I'm traveling like this, right? In one case, I'm traveling like this, है ना? In one case I'm trying like this. So distance is same or different? So this is distance
Different, sir.
D1, this is D2,
Different.
this is D3, right? So common sense से क्या पूछो? So तो basic है, तो easy है, सबको आता है. Distance is, screen is lagging, guys. Everyone, screen is
No, sir.
fine for you guys, or it is lagging?
Yes, sir.
Many of you are messaging on co-host, right? Message to host, ठीक है? Message to host. Okay, right. So I can say, sir, distance is different, and sorry, this is D3, and I can say, sir, D3 is greater than D2 is greater than D1, right? Because the path covered is more. That is basic common sense, right? It is lagging. Okay, now it is fine now. Now is it fine? Tell me, because I'm also seeing on my phone, it seems fine for me. ठीक है? तो अभी समझ में आया सबको?
Yes,
Right,
sir.
everyone? Okay, chalo, ठीक है. Now, after distance, right, there's one more term. Distance आगे सबको समझ में आ गया ना? Distance आगे सबको समझ में आ गया?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now,
Yes, sir.
next term. अच्छा एक चीज बताओ, whenever we talk about physics, right? Okay, now physical quantities are actually of two types. ठीक है? Physical quantity are actually of two types, right? Two types. ठीक है? One with direction, one. Okay, wait. Why I'm writing one? ठीक है? So whenever we talk about physical quantities, right? Two types of physical quantities. ठीक है? Any physical quantity, we talk about any physical quantity. So basically there are three types, but we have to study about two types. ठीक है? So two type of physical quantity. You know what is the meaning of physical quantity, right? Length, time, mass, they all are physical quantities, na? है कि नहीं? So
Yes, sir.
one with only magnitude. Magnitude means, tell me, magnitude means, what's the meaning of magnitude? Anyone? Tell me.
Sir, to
Magnitude is
represent the force.
value. No, magnitude means value, right? Value, measurement. ठीक है? Right? Value or measurement. ठीक है?
Okay, sir.
When we go to shopkeeper, right? We say ना, भैया मुझे 1 kg आटा दे दो, 1 kg चावल दे दो. So what is this 1 kg? What is 1 kg? That is a measurement, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right? So that is your magnitude, right? So magnitude is basically the measurement or value. ठीक है? Right? And second is with magnitude as well as direction. With magnitude as well as direction. As well as direction. ठीक है? Right? So whenever we talk about physical quantity which have only magnitude, not direction, right? So they are called as scalar quantities. They are called as scalar, right? Quantities. ठीक है? नाम दे दिया ना, नाम दे दिया. जैसे यस, सो जैसे मैं बोलो अमृत, अमृत को तो नाम दिया ना, अमृत का नाम अमृत है, तेजस का नाम तेजस है, नाम दे दिया. वैसे ही द क्वांटिटीज, राइट, द क्वांटिटीज व्हिच हैव ओनली मैग्नीट्यूड आर कॉल्ड एज स्केलर क्वांटिटीज. क्लियर है? राइट? फॉर एग्जांपल, थिंक अबाउट इट. अगर मैं तुमसे पूछूं व्हाट इज द टेम्परेचर टुडे, टेल मी व्हाट इज द टेम्परेचर टुडे. Like not exactly, but in general, 30 degree, 31 degree, 28 degree, like that. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Degree.
Right? So you're just telling me the measurement. Yes or no? Hi Anna, think about it. You're just telling me
Yes,
the
sir.
measurement. So it is a scalar quantity. Think about it.
Yes,
Because
sir.
it's a physical quantity, na? So it is a scalar quantity, right? Now if I'm going to shop and I'm asking, मैम मुझे 1 kg sugar दे दो, right? 1 kg sugar. So is it a scalar quantity or vector quantity? 1 kg. Tell me. सोचो एक बार, बताओ सबको. Scalar, very good, right? है ना? So I can say scalar quantities, right? Example of scalar quantities will be what? Right? Temperature, right? Mass, ठीक है, right? Volume. So these all are scalar quantities. Yes or no? हाँ या ना? etc. ठीक है. What about vector quantities? So the quantities which has both magnitude as well as direction are called as vector quantities. Vector quantities. ठीक है, right? So I guess all of you know what's the meaning of vector and scalar. ये समझ में आया?
Sir,
Right?
can you explain vector quantity once more?
Yes, I'll explain, right? ठीक है, don't worry. Okay, so हम लोग पूरा डिटेल में देखेंगे कि क्या होता है, और फाउंडेशन में और डिटेल में देखेंगे पूरा, बट अभी डेफिनेशन में बता रहा हूँ. ठीक है, so I'm saying, okay, sir, any quantity which has only magnitude, only measurement, they are called as what? Scalar quantity. ये सबको समझ में आ गया है ना? Example क्या हो गया? Examples are, sir, temperature, mass, volume, energy, work. These all are scalar quantities, right? But think about it. Suppose you're pushing something. Think about it. You're pushing something. If you're pushing something, right, the object will move, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Will it move randomly? Or will it
No,
move
sir. In which
direction?
direction we push, it will move, sir.
Exactly, right? So in which direction, in whatever direction we'll push, the object will move in that direction. Yes or no? Right?
Yes, sir.
So I can say, okay, there's a direction associated with that, right? The object is moving in a specific direction or the direction of force, right? So here, direction is important, right? So I can say vector quantities, right? Vector quantities are the quantities, right? Vector quantities have both what? Both magnitude and direction. Magnitude and direction. Yes or no? Right? Example. So as we discussed, my example is force, and we will see, whatever we'll study, then we'll see that, okay, this is vector quantity or scalar quantity, right? In this chapter also. ठीक है, तो ये basic समझ में आया? What is vector? What is scalar? Tell me. This basic understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Talking about this, na, distance. So tell me, distance is a scalar quantity or vector quantity? बताओ. The distance is scalar quantity or vector quantity?
Vector.
Vector quantity.
Distance, again, distance. Think about it. Distance का definition क्या बोला मैंने? Length of the path, right? तो तुम कैसे भी travel करो ना? Yes or no? अब बताओ, यहाँ से A से B जा रहे हो तो तुम ऐसे जाओ, कैसे भी जाओ. It is just the length, right? है ना? सोचो एक बार, खुद से सोचेंगे हम लोग. It is just the length, right? Now, if it is just length, right? Are we worried about direction? Tell me, are we worried about direction, that it is this direction, this direction, this direction? No, right? It's just the length. So irrespective of whatever the direction I'm taking, the length of the path will be your distance. Yes or no? Right? So distance is a scalar quantity or vector quantity?
Scalar
Scalar quantity.
Exactly. So I can say it is your scalar quantity. Right? Distance, right, is scalar quantity. Clear है? सबको समझ में आ गया ये? हाँ या ना?
हाँ, yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Shivansh, magnetism is also vector quantity. ठीक है, हम लोग देखेंगे. Now, why I'm saying about vectors and scalars? Because we have something which is very similar to distance, but yet different. Okay, and what is that? That is something called, tell me. अच्छा एक चीज बताओ, अगर तुमको मैं बोलूं, okay, I'm having again point A to point B, right? तुमको सबसे जल्दी जाना है. How we will, yeah, right? तुमको सबसे जल्दी जाना है, right? तुमको सबसे short path लेना है, shortest path लेना है. So how you will take? Tell me. Yes, you will
Straight,
take.
sir.
Yes, you'll take a linear path like this, straight. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right? Very easy, na? Very easy, straight path. So I can say, so this is the shortest path, right? This is your shortest path. Shortest path, right? Shortest path, simple. है ना? Now if this is the shortest path, if this is the shortest path, right, think about it. If this is the shortest path, can I say, okay, how it is different from distance? So ये तो distance ही हुआ ना, right? But my question would be, okay, ठीक है, but what about this path? What about this path? This is not the shortest one, na? This is not the shortest one, but this is the shortest one, right? है ना? Yes or no? So there's a term, right, which we will study now, which is called as displacement. ठीक है? Now, अब बताओ, तुम लोग खुद सोचो, what do you think about displacement? Displacement मतलब क्या होना चाहिए? Everyone, think about it.
They're
Displacement मतलब
changing
क्या?
one thing.
Sir,
Tell me.
placing something in. Sir,
हाँ,
Changing of
बताओ.
place.
Sir, changing of place.
So distance is also this, na?
Shortest distance between 2 points.
Shortest, exactly. ठीक है, right? So I can say it is the shortest distance between what? 2 points, है ना? और ये A जो था वो क्या था? Initial point था. This is your initial point, right? And this is your final point. Yes or no? So can I say,
Yes, sir.
displacement is
Yes, sir.
shortest length between what?
2 points.
Initial and final point, right? Initial and final point. Final point. Yes or no? Tell me, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So can I say, sir, यहाँ पे तो डायरेक्शन भी होगा ना, A से B जा रहे हैं, तो डायरेक्शन इज फिक्स्ड, यही डायरेक्शन होगा, हाँ या ना? डायरेक्शन इज फिक्स्ड, right? If I'm talking about displacement, so displacement is always in this direction from A to B, हाँ या ना? Tell me,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
yes or no? Can I say, sir, displacement ऐसा इस डायरेक्शन में होगा? Can I say, sir, displacement will be in this direction? Tell me.
No, sir.
No, right? Because it is following the shortest path, which is from A to B, which is only in this direction. So here direction is fixed. Direction is there. We have to think about direction. है ना? Right? Clear है? So displacement is a vector quantity or scalar quantity? Tell me. It is a vector quantity or scalar quantity?
Scalar quantity.
Vector,
The scalar quantity.
Vector.
See again, right? We are talking about displacement, right? So I'm saying distance, right? Whenever you talk about distance, so you don't care in which direction you move, right? You move in this direction, or you move in this direction, right? Because it is just the length, right? But whenever we talk about displacement, displacement is always this length, right? The shortest one. Hi, Anna.
Yes, sir.
Tell me,
Yes, sir.
Sir, it is vector quantity.
Vector
Just-
quantity.
Vector.
fixed, na? Right? So here action is fixed. I can say, sir, right? It is a vector quantity. It is a vector quantity. Why? Because direction is fixed. Direction is fixed, specified, right? Clear है? Fixed direction है ना? हाँ है ना? So direction matter करता है यहाँ पे. Agree? Agree, everyone? सबको
Yes,
समझ
sir.
में?
Yes, sir.
Okay. No, yes. Shreya, Sushant, Amrita, Tejas, Varsha, both Varsha, Tanishka.
Yes,
Anyone
sir.
is having
Yes.
any doubt? यहाँ तक बता बहुत चीज. Okay, very good, right? Chalo. So what about unit? Tell me, what is the unit of displacement? कोई बताएगा? What is the unit of displacement?
Segment.
Same as distance, na? Meter. Yes, very good. Meter. है ना? ऐसा unit is meter. What is the dimension of distance?
And
Tell me, what is the dimension of distance? Displacement?
L.
L. Because it is length only, na? It is length only. Yes, Varun, I'll explain displacement again. Don't worry. ठीक है? Right? It is a vector quantity. So I'll repeat what is displacement. Displacement is the shortest path, right? I'll just give one example also. ठीक है? ठीक है? Now, let's think about one example. सबको ध्यान देगा यहाँ पे. Suppose I'm having this कोऑर्डिनेट एक्सिस, राइट, है ना? ठीक है, सबको ध्यान देगा यहाँ पे, सबको ध्यान देगा। ओके, सो ये मान लो x, ये मान लो y, एंड someone is traveling from this point, so O, so O से गया पहले A पॉइंट पे, A पॉइंट पे, A है मेरा 5, और 3, 0, देन A से गया मेरा B पॉइंट पे, राइट, B पॉइंट, which is 3, 4, because this is 4 unit, right? This is 3 unit. Now tell me, what is the distance, guys? What is the distance?
3.
Distance कितना होगा from O to B? Distance from O to B. O to B. बताओ O to B distance कितना होगा? This is point B.
3.
सुन से एक बार, O से B तक में distance कितना होगा?
4, 7 meters.
Think about it. Distance is the path, right? Total path ना तेजस, ठीक है? So पहले कैसे move किया? Tell me. Think about it. पहले कैसे move किया?
7 meters.
7, right? Very good. So it is from A to 0 to A, O to A, which is 3. Then again this, right? So it is 3 plus 4, 7 na? हाँ या ना? Clear? Easy. 7 units, right? If I'm talking about meter, it is 7 meter. But here I have not mentioned the unit, so it is 7 unit, right? But what about displacement? Tell me, what about displacement? अब ये
5
concept
units.
Very good. बताओ displacement क्या होता है? According to
The
definition,
shortest path.
between initial and final. So O to B मैं पूछ रहा हूँ, O to B. So initial is this, final is this. So shortest क्या हो जाएगा? Tell me. Shortest will be
3. O to A.
O to B.
O to B ना? This is the shortest path, right? Straight line. हाँ या ना? Tell me. Yes.
sir.
Yes,
Varun,
sir. Yes, sir.
Varun, clear हुआ अब?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the shortest path, and we know this is 90 degrees. This is 3 unit. This is 4 unit. OB is the shortest path. So what is the length of OB? Using Pythagoras theorem, I can say OB is equal to under root, tell me, OA square plus AB square, which is root of 9 plus 16, 5 unit. Clear है? Easy. Understood this? हाँ या ना? ये सबको समझ में आया?
हाँ sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes sir.
Even though it seems very easy, right? The same concept we have to study in higher grades. So ध्यान दो, बहुत simple concepts लगता है, ठीक है? Right? So I guess ये सबको समझ में आ गया. So distance और displacement, इसका concept clear हो गया? Anyone have any doubt in distance and displacement? Once again, okay, I'll explain once again. Okay. So Amrit, as per the definition, ठीक है? Displacement is the shortest path between initial and final point. तो यहाँ पे मैं पूछ रहा हूँ O से B तक में, O से B तक में, O से B तक में shortest path क्या होता है? हमेशा straight line होता है कि नहीं? Straight line. So straight line will be from where? From O to B. So a straight line, draw the straight line. So this straight line is nothing but the hypotenuse, right? So this hypotenuse is the displacement. Now, if you see this, the direction is fixed. Now, see, direction is fixed. This is the angle, right? So direction is fixed. The direction is always from O to B. Yes or no? Yes or no, right? Okay. So I can say that this is your displacement and the direction is fixed, and this is a vector quantity. Clear? Everyone is clear till this concept? Everyone?
Yes sir.
Clear, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Yes, Samarth, we will discuss. We will see the special cases also, no worries, right? Okay, okay. So let us see some very basic problems, right? So this is the elements that I was talking about. So I will be using some very basic concepts, right? Okay. So we have covered the concept of motion. What is motion? What is the actual motion? Then importance of reference point, difference between distance and displacement, right? Now, so let's see. This is your very basic test, recall test. Okay. So what's the unit used for measuring distance? Tell me. Just messenger box.
Meters.
Meter.
Meter.
Very good. Friction is necessary for any motion to take place. Friction is necessary for any motion to take place. True or false?
False.
False.
Okay.
False.
Okay. Third, state of rest is considered to be state of zero speed.
True. True.
True.
Okay. Okay.
True.
Fourth, so this is pre-reading. हम लोग को देखना है कि तुम लोग कितने लोग pre-reading करके आए हैं. Speed is equal to what?
Sir, distance.
Distance by time.
Distance by time.
Distance. ABC message ना ABCD कौन सा? ABCD.
B.
B. Okay, very good. Now fifth one, how time was measured when pendulum
Using
clock
sundial.
All of
Sandals.
Using
All of the above.
Sundial, sand clocks, water clocks,
All of the above.
right?
All of the above.
Exactly. So easy.
All of the above.
Okay. Now here the answer is wrong in this one, right? Second is false, right? Friction is not necessary for any motion to take place. ठीक है. So यहाँ पे when you talk about motion, we talk about any type of motion, right? ठीक है. जरूरी नहीं है कि सिर्फ जमीन पे चलने वाला motion, है ना? Clear है, right? So second is false actually, right? यहाँ पे गलत दिया हुआ है. Okay. So see, these are the videos that I have asked you to watch, right? So this is one concept test. ठीक है. बताओ क्या होगा? A glass kept on a table is at rest. What can we say about the statement? Tell me.
Statement is true.
The statement is
true.
statement is true.
Think about it. Think about it. Message, guys. Message, right? Everyone have to try, na? So please message. Okay. So some people are saying A, some people are saying B, some people are saying C also. ठीक है?
So B.
B. Okay. Let's see. The answer is actually C. Right? With respect to what? Frame of reference is given. Kya? Tell me. Frame of reference is given. Think about it. What I told you, what's the basic definition? Right? That frame of reference should be given. Yes or no? Hi or na? Right? So with respect to what? With respect to observer, right? Now, who is the observer? Got it? Got this concept? Okay, everyone?
Yes, sir.
See?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Next. Next one. Tell me. Think about it.
option A.
Message, guys, message, right? Everyone has to solve, no? So please. Message. Everyone, please message. Okay. So I'm getting lots of answers. C, B, TK. So we know the Earth rotates about its axis and also revolves around the sun. Why don't we feel this motion, right? So option A is we are moving along with the Earth at the same speed, right? B, the direction of rotation of Earth is opposite to the direction of Earth revolution. Okay, that is something random. See, the Earth moves very slowly and then we do not. That's also random. So the answer is very obvious, right? The answer is A. Yes or no? Right? The answer is A. Agree?
Yes, sir.
Anna, it was very obvious. Amruta, it is A na, Amruta, right? Raghavi, it is A na. Think about it. Because we are with respect, see, with respect to Earth, we are moving. No, na. We are in the same frame, right? In the same frame. Yes or no? Clear hai?
Yes.
समझ में आ रहा है? So the answer is
Sir.
yes. ठीक है? So देखो, Earth rotates at very high speed, right? It is very high speed, but we live on Earth. So with respect to Earth, we are in rest. That's why we don't feel it. ठीक है? Now, next concept was distance and displacement. Let's see. Tell me. Displacement has both magnitude and direction, while distance has only magnitude. Can distance also be defined as magnitude of displacement? Yes or no? So this is one question that someone asked, right? So I hope all of you will get the answer now. है ना? किसी ने पूछा था. Think about it. Yes, Rohan, very good. Right? What is the answer? A, B, C, D. श्रेया, सोचो एक बार, बेसिक्स सोचो. Anishka, okay, very good. Tejas, this is a concept test, right? This is a concept test. Ragvi, okay, very good. Okay, देखते हैं. I think most of you would be wrong, right? Most of you would be wrong. ठीक है, most of you would be wrong. Okay, Murli, Muhil, sorry. Okay, Varun. So let's see. The answer is C. It is not A, right? So most of you are saying A. It is not A. It is C, right? You would be why A? Why not A? Why C? बताओ, कोई बताएगा? Anyone? Varsha BG, can you tell me why?
In a curvilinear motion, distance can be a positive, but if it comes back to the same position, displacement will be 0. So the magnitudes are not always same.
Yes, exactly, right? Because whenever we talk about displacement, it is the shortest distance between initial and final point. Suppose I'm talking about this A to B, right? So if I'm going from A to B, right, and then coming back, right, to point A. So what is my initial point? Tell me, what is my initial point? A. And what is my final point? It is also A. Yes or no? Tell me, think about it. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right? Final point is A now, because I'm going and coming back to A only. Right? Clear? Yes or no? So if initial and final point are same, there's no distance, right? There's no distance. The displacement, sorry, no displacement, right? There's no displacement. So displacement will be what? Displacement will be 0. 0. But what about distance? Suppose this is your 5 meter. So this is also 5 meters. So distance will be what?
10 meter.
10 meter. Clear? 10 meter. Clear, everyone? है ना? ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay, so this is one example. This is one also example, right? So in this, initial final point is same. So it is 0. ठीक है, चलो. Next concept, we will discuss more about distance and displacement, right? So think about it. Whenever we talk about displacement, I said it is depending on direction, है ना? So I hope all of you know the coordinate axis, because we have been talking about coordinate axis, right? So whenever we talk about coordinate axis, this is your x, y, but this is a positive x-axis. Yes or no? This is your negative x-axis, right? And this is positive y-axis, and this is your negative y-axis, right? Okay. Now, if anyone is moving in this direction, it is considered as positive, right? But if anyone is moving in this direction, it will be considered as negative. Yes or no? Clear hai ye cheez? Right? है ना?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
X, and this is negative x. In the same way, upward is positive y, downward is negative y. Now, think about it. If someone is going from this point to this point, okay, O, A, and this distance is 8 unit. Then again, coming from A to point B, right? B. Now this is your 5 unit, right? What's the distance here? Tell me. What is distance from O to B, right? O to A to B, right? O to A to B. What is the distance? Think about it. I'll explain why displacement will be 0, right? Don't worry, I'll explain once again. Okay? Think about it. What is the distance? What is the distance? सोचो एक बार. शिवांश, I'll explain. Don't worry, right? But ये सोचो. Very good, Tanishka. Very good, Shivansh. Raghavi, think about it, na. O to A, 8 meter gaya. Then A to O, again 8 meter, right? So from O to A and A to O, the distance will be what? 8 plus 8, 16 plus 5. It will be 21. Yes or no? So the distance will be 21 unit. Everyone, Deepa, it is 21, na Deepa? Okay, yes, 16, right? From O to A and A to O, it is 16. Yes, very good, right? Then O to B, again 5, so it is 21 unit, right? Okay. But when you talk about displacement, so in displacement, remember the basic definition of displacement, right? Basic definition was what? Shortest length between initial, remember this, initial and final
Shortest
point.
way.
Yes, between initial and final point, hai na? You have to see what is initial point, what is the final point, right? That's why we have mentioned your initial and final point. So what is the initial point, guys? Tell me, what is the initial point?
O.
O. And what is the final point?
B.
B, now final point is B, right? Clear? So what is the basic, what is the shortest distance between O and B? What is the shortest distance between O and B? Tell me. OB, 5, clear? Very good, very good. So can I say, sir, it is 5 unit? But if I'm talking about direction, is it positive or negative? Tell me. Is it positive or negative?
Negative.
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 Right?
Negative.
It is 5 unit in negative x-axis. Yes or no? Tell me. 5 unit in negative x-axis. Clear? Right? Okay. Okay. Very good. Very good. So I can say that, okay, sir, if I'm moving from, I'll just explain once again, right? I'll just explain once again. If I'm moving from A to B, this is point B, right? Okay, and I'm moving from A to B. Okay, like this. This is a 10 unit. This is a 10 unit. So here distance is equal to what? From A to B. A to B.
10.
Distance is
10.
10. What about displacement?
10 unit. 10 unit.
Displacement is also 10. Very good.
10.
Anyone have any issue in this? No? But now again from B have returned to point C, right? From B to C have returned. And this is like 4 unit. 4 unit. So from A to C, A to C, now A to C, right? What is the distance?
6.
6. 6.
Again, A to C distance, right? So we are going from A to B, then B to C. Nah. I'll just write like this, A to B to C. Okay. Then tell me.
Sir, 14.
From A to B, B to C. Yes, very good, right? Very good, everyone. This 14 unit, very good. Now, in this case, what is displacement? What is displacement? Here, in this case?
4.
6, because
6.
initial point is A
6.
and final point is C, right? So shortest between initial and final, always remember, initial and final, right? So it is 6 unit. Okay. Now, if it is again returning to point A, right? So it is A to B to C to A, right? Again, A to B to C to A, right? Then what is the distance?
Sir, 20.
20, sir.
20 unit.
20 units. Very good. 20 units. What about displacement now?
0.
0.
0.
0 units. Clear है? Clear है ये चीज? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can I say
Yes, sir.
displacement from A to B, displacement from A to B is 10 unit, then displacement from B to A is equal to what? Minus 10 unit. Yes or no? Hi Anna. Think about it.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? A to B plus 10 है तो B to A minus 10 हो जाएगा. Because see, this is your positive direction. This is your positive direction. A to B जा रहे हो तो positive direction में जा रहे हो, but B to A जा रहे हो तो क्या जा रहे हो? Negative direction में जा रहे हो. Yes or no? Hi Anna.
Yes, sir.
Right? So that's why total displacement is what? 10 minus 10 is 0.
0.
Right? That's why it is 0. Clear hai? Everyone is clear in this? Everyone
Yes, sir, clear.
is clear in this?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. So I hope everyone understood. Okay. So can I say, write some note? I'll just write down some points, right? So I'll just note. Okay. Can I say, sir, distance is always positive. Distance is always positive. Right? Yes or no? Hi Anna. Because इसको direction से मतलब ही नहीं है ना. Distance और direction से मतलब है क्या? Tell me. Distance is depending on direction.
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
No, right? So it is always positive or no. Agree? Right? But what about displacement? What about displacement? Whereas displacement can be negative, right? Yes or no? Clear हो गया? Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Piyush, understood? Piyush, समझ में आ गया
Yes,
ये?
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Distance is always greater than equal to displacement. Can I say this? Distance is always greater than equal to displacement. Hi Anna. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
सोचो एक बार, because this is the all total length, right? But distance is the shortest length, and if it is shortest, it is always less than distance. ठीक है? So this is the concept of distance and displacement. I hope all of you understood the concept of distance and displacement, right? Okay. Now after this, we have the next term which is called as, now अब खुद सोचो एक बार, we have studied a term called as speed, है ना? Speed. सबने सुना होगा, सबने पढ़ा होगा जूनियर क्लास में.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, Shivansh, it will become negative. Yes. ठीक है. That's fine now. So what is speed, guys? Tell me, what is speed? Tell me, what is speed?
Distance by time.
Distance by time.
So,
Distance by time.
Distance by time.
Distance by time.
rate of change. Rate of change of, tell me what? Position. Okay, right? Or it is change in position with respect to time. ठीक है? Clear है? Right? So I can say, sir, speed is what? Change in position, right? Position. So position, whenever you talk about change, what is change, guys? Tell me, what is change? बताओ एक बार. What is change?
moving an object.
Change is always final minus initial. Yes or no? Final minus initial. Right? तुम्हारे पास अभी 10 rupees है. Right? दोपहर को मान लो 50 rupees हो गया. So what is the change? Tell me. Think about it. What is the change? 40 rupees, right? So change in any quantity is always final value minus initial value. ठीक है? 40. Yes, correct. So I'm saying plus 40. I'm saying speed is change in position. Change in position. ठीक है? By change in time. Change in time. Okay? Which means, think about it. Think about it. Suppose, right? Suppose this is the origin, right? I'll just draw this. Okay. ठीक है? Suppose this is the origin. This is the origin. I've taken this point as a reference, right? Origin means reference. Yes or no? I'm taking this point as a reference. And you were at point A in T1 time. Suppose ये time लगा T1. यहाँ से यहाँ तक आने में. And the distance is x1. This distance is x1, right? And from A to B, the time taken, right? So this is point B. The time taken is T2, and this distance is x2, right? This whole distance is x2. This distance is x2. Okay. So what is your initial position, guys? What is your initial position? Initial position. क्या है बताओ?
Oh, sir.
What, x1 or x2? Initial position is x1.
X1.
X1, na? X1, right? I'm saying this A to B, right? And final position?
B.
Final position is B,
Sir.
which is x2. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Can I say, sir, in this case, according to the definition, speed will be what? Change in position, which is x2 minus x1 by change in time. Time कितना लगा? Finally, B तक जाने में T2 time लगा, A तक जाने में T1 time लगा. So what's the difference? Tell me, what's the change? सोचो. Tell me, guys. B तक जाने में मान लो T2 time लग रहा है और A तक जाने में T1 time लग रहा है. So what's the change? Don't you think, sir, the change will be T2 minus T1? Yes or no? Yes or no? Right? x2 minus x1 by T2 minus T1. तो जिसको हम लोग क्या लिखते हैं? हम लोग D by T भी लिख देते हैं, है ना? D is the basic. This change is D, and this change is T. Right? Clear? But change is represented by delta. ये triangle है ना? Triangle is basically representation of change. ये triangle का मतलब क्या होता है? Change, है ना? तो change in x by changing time. ठीक है? क्लियर हो गया ये चीज? सबको समझ में आ रहा है ये चीज? हाँ या ना? इसमें दिक्कत होगा तो पूछो. ठीक है? इसमें कुछ दिक्कत हो? ठीक है? ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट है. राइट? एवरीवन? पीयूष, वरुण, तेजस, तनिष्का, एवरीवन क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
ओके? राइट? इसमें
Yes, sir.
बहुत सारे कॉन्सेप्ट्स है, बट हम लोग बहुत बेसिक पढ़ रहे हैं. बट यहाँ पे हम बात करें तो हम डेफिनेशन देखोगे तो क्या लिख सकते हैं? शॉर्ट में जो तुम लोगों को लिखना होता है, शॉर्ट में क्या लिखते हैं? स्पीड इज इक्वल टू डिस्टेंस बाय टाइम. डिस्टेंस कवर्ड बाय टाइम टेकन, जो हम लोगों ने बचपन से पढ़ते आए हैं. दैट इज द definition that we have studied. Okay. Now, what do you think about unit? Tell me, what do you think about unit? What is a unit, guys? What is the unit of length? What is the unit of distance? Meter.
Meter.
What is the unit of
Meter.
time?
Meter.
Second.
Second.
So it is meter per second.
Second.
Yes or no? Meter per second. It is just a representation, right? You can write like this or this. Okay, what about dimension? Tell me. अब इसका dimension क्या होगा? What's the dimension of distance?
L.
Capital L.
Capital L.
Capital L.
और time का dimension क्या होना चाहिए? Logically सोचो. What should be the dimension of time?
Capital
Capital S.
Capital S.
T ना T time इसका time capital T है ना? यहाँ पे M थोड़ी लिख रहा हूँ मैं, है कि नहीं? So capital L by capital T, right? Or I can say it is L T to the power -1. So this is the dimension of what? Speed. Clear हुआ? Clear हुआ ये चीज? Tell me. L by T. Yes, L by T or L
Yes,
T to the
sir.
clear? Now, tell me, distance is scalar or vector? Distance is scalar or vector? Distance is a scalar quantity or vector quantity?
Scalar.
And time taken
Scalar.
is time is also scalar. So what about speed? Speed is scalar quantity or vector quantity? बताओ, speed is a scalar quantity or vector quantity? सोचो.
Scalar quantity.
Vector quantity.
Scalar ना, because distance by time, it has nothing to do with direction. Okay, Amrit? Speed को direction से मतलब है क्या? It is scalar by scalar ना. See, scalar by scalar, right, will give me scalar only. ठीक है, scalar नहीं होगा, right? So this is a scalar, but the speed is your scalar quantity. ठीक है? So we will not think about direction, right? Direction is not taken, right? Is not considered. ठीक है? सबको समझ में आ रहा है ये चीज? सबको समझ में आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Sanu, I'll just share this link, right? Share this notes, don't worry. ठीक है? पूरे notes share करेंगे. Now, but
Okay,
अगर
sir.
तुमसे से कोई पूछे, okay sir, अगर distance की जगह मैं displacement ले लूं, तो क्या? Distance की जगह मैं displacement ले लूं, तो क्या? Then can I say that this is also speed? Or will this be a different physical quantity? Tell me. Think about it. Different. It will not be speed. It will not be speed. This is a different physical quantity which is called as velocity. समझ में आया? Right? So velocity is basically a different physical quantity. Right? So velocity, when you talk about velocity, right? It is what? Velocity is displacement of an object. Right? Displacement of an object in given time. In given time. Or rate of displacement of an object. Rate of displacement of an object. Object. ये सब कुछ समझ में आ रहा है? What's the difference between scale, this speed and velocity? Right?
Yes, sir.
Speed is distance by time. Velocity is displacement by time. Or obviously distance and displacement are not same, right? So velocity and speed is also not same. ठीक है? So can I say, okay, sir, you are saying that velocity is equal to distance or displacement. Displacement by time. So what is the unit? Unit क्या होगा बताओ? Unit will be same ना? Displacement unit is meter. Time unit is second. So unit is same, right? What about dimension? So dimension भी same होना चाहिए because displacement is also length and time is time, right? But what about? Tell me, is it scalar or vector? Is velocity scalar or vector?
Vector.
Yes, velocity is vector quantity, right? Because displacement is a vector, na? Displacement is a vector, so velocity is also vector quantity. So ये तो basic definition हुआ, ये तो basic definition हुआ. तो तुमको ये सब समझ में आया? ये समझ में आया कि नहीं आया? बताओ, ये
Yes,
समझ में आया कि
sir.
नहीं आया? यहाँ तक सबको क्लियर हुआ?
Yes,
Anyone
sir.
any doubt at this point? Okay, right? I guess everyone is clear to this point, है ना? ठीक है, just give me. Guys, try to join soon. I will start within 20 seconds. You can join using Kahoot app, or you can just message in the chat box. ठीक है? Right? If you can't join, don't worry. Just message in the chat box. If your internet is not good, just message in the chat box. Okay, don't worry, Rohit. If it's not good, just message in the chat box. Okay, if your internet is not good, message in the chat box. I will start when we have 20 students. Everyone join soon. Okay, I'll start. Guys, those who can't join, please message in the chat box, right? Easy, very easy. Yes, very good, right? So it is speed is distance by time, so 1500 by 10, 150, easy. Next. Anvita, no issues, message in the chat box. Those who can't join, message in the chat box. Okay. How come true? We just discussed now that speed is a scalar quantity, right? Guys, speed is not a vector quantity. Speed is a scalar quantity. ध्यान दो क्लास में, ठीक है? Speed is a scalar quantity. Okay. So find the distance traveled by an object if it moves with a speed of 10 meters per second in 20 seconds. See guys, right? Guys, friends made mistake. We know speed is equal to what? Speed is equal to distance by time, right? So that's why I asked you, you should know the basics of maths, linear equation. So distance is equal to what? Speed into time, na? Distance is equal to speed into time. So distance is equal to speed is what? 10. into time is what? 20. Seconds unit is same. It is 200, right? How come it is 2 and 20? This is the basic formula, na? Right? Okay, everyone got it? Yes, sir. Next. Find the time taken if the car travels a distance of 800 meter in 200 meter per second, right? So speed is given, distance is given. Time is you have to find. Okay, 15 correct answers, 3 wrong answers. So same, right? Speed is equal to distance by time. So again cross multiply. So time will become what? This will go this side, this will go this side. Distance by speed. Yes or no? Time is equal to distance by speed. Agree? Right? I will check everyone's notebook. Okay. So time will be given as distance is what? 800. 800 by speed is 200 meter per second. 200 meter per second. This is meter. So second will go up 4. So the answer is 4. Clear? Right? Yes, sir. Wait. Now last question, guys. Last question of this Kahoot. $800 by 200 is 4, na, Nvita? 800 by 200 is equal to 4, na? Yes. Speed involves direction as well? No, right? We just discussed it, na? Speed is a vector quantity or scalar quantity. Speed is a scalar quantity. Scalar. So it does not involve direction. I have written this in the notes, right? Got it? Likha na humne. It does not involve direction, right? Direction is not considered. है ना? ठीक है? So let's see this podium. Third is Gauss, very good. Second Shivansh, very good. First, others. Fourth Rohan, fifth Samar. Okay, very good. ठीक है? Okay, so आज के लिए इतना ही करते हैं, ठीक है? So I hope all of you understood these concepts. समझ में आया होगा? Tell me, everyone got these concepts, right? So it might be very easy, but again, problem solving. Theory is always easy, है ना? Problem solving. So as I've told you, we will be starting the model distribution from today. So मैं time बताऊंगा most probably evening का, because और अभी मैं बता दूंगा कि कब करना है. तुम लोग आके विदनर वाले आके ले सकते हो, बाहर वाले बाद में आके ले सकते हो, doesn't matter, right? Okay, ठीक है? So everyone understood everything. So I'll just send this recording. I'll post this on my YouTube channel and I'll send the notes also. Okay. Now this is very basic. We are starting now. तो बहुत लोगों को शायद कुछ easy लग रहा होगा. Have patience. धीरे-धीरे level बढ़ेगा. And as I've always said in all the classes, revision is the key. Revision करते रहना. Even though if it's easy, revision करते रहना है. Okay. Right? Okay, everyone. Bye, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye, sir.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, Tanishka, you have to make your own notes. Okay, you have to write in your notebook in your own language. Okay. Okay, Amrit. Bye, Amrit. Bye-bye.